Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Clash Royale, and I am joined today by one of my favorite pros, and you guys too. It's Pompeyo, none other than the world global #1 finisher on 2 occasions. Pompeyo is such an incredible beast at Clash Royale, and you guys love his balloon decks. I remember sharing a Pompeyo Balloon Rage and Balloon Freeze deck that you guys really enjoyed, and he's back at it again, playing the recently buffed Inferno Dragon in a Balloon Dart Goblin Miner deck. So we're going to get right into the replays today. I actually saw Pompeyo using this in a pro match, and he won very decisively. So I reached out to him and I was like, Pomp, you gotta share this deck with me. My audience is really going to enjoy it. I love seeing a new meta deck like this featuring the Inferno Dragon, like I said, who's really, after that big buff that he recently got, he's finally carving out a niche for himself inside the game. So here we're gonna go against this really popular PEKKA, Battle Ram, Night Witch, Bandit control deck that's really everywhere right now in the meta, especially in challenges and at tournament level standards, and of course in the top 200 with folks who are lucky enough to have maxed out legendary and epic cards. But either way, we're gonna see how Pompeyo makes quick work of this deck early on here, getting to that tower, getting a lot of damage done off that right tower. You can see the Inferno Dragon doing work against that PEKKA. Inferno Dragon and Inferno Tower are both making a comeback into the meta thanks to the nerf of Tornado. And you can see the Inferno Dragon actually has now, thanks to that buff, both an HP and in the retargeting just a little bit quicker, 1/5 of a second quicker. It's now actually a viable option instead of the Inferno Tower. It costs 1 less, it's mobile, and it can take down a crown tower really, really quickly. And Pompeyo says he really, really likes to go for 3 crowns with this deck. That's why he went so heavy into the right lane there. So his opponent was able to pump up. He gets the Inferno Dragon onto that tower, the quicker retargeting there, allowing him to get a little bit extra damage than he otherwise would have pre-buff. But you can see still a ways to go. So now he's going to go ahead and cycle and cycle and cycle to the balloon in the left lane, and this one unfortunately isn't going to get a lot of damage done, although it will get 1 hit off that left tower. But now he has to deal with the PEKKA incoming in the right lane. Of course, Inferno Dragon is a great option, but look at the Battle Ram is coming behind that PEKKA there. Inferno Dragon bleeding right through that PEKKA, and another PEKKA at the bridge here. This one is going to be an issue. You have to use a fireball to help mitigate the health and really try to prevent a 3 crown on our end at this point. But you can see a PEKKA Night Witch, that's going to be very difficult to stop. The little Dart Goblin who could is trying his darndest in the middle of the arena there, but it's not going to be enough. Unfortunately, we're going to lose the right tower there, but hey, we're gonna pull behind, we're gonna pull through, because we're Pompeyo. At least we're pretending we're Pompeyo in this match. So Pompeyo's gonna have to do some quick work on defense here, using that Ice Golem to prevent that Bandit, also recently buffed, from reaching into that left tower with her new and improved quicker dash. So these meta changes have been very interesting here. You can see this counter push is really where Pomp makes his opponent pay, and he pulls off the 2-1 victory just in the nick of time. So because that deck is so dang popular right now, the PEKKA control, I asked Pomp to show one more replay against the same deck basically, and then we'll move on to different popular decks within the meta. Sound good? Let's do it. So, match number 2. You can see starting hand here, Inferno Dragon, Balloon, Miner, Arrows. Pomp's not afraid to start out with the Inferno Dragon right behind that King Tower, and then, especially in this case, where the opponent plays that Elixir Pump, he's able to quickly punish him in that left lane. Now look at the opponent's cards, guys. What the heck does he even have at this point to stop this push? The balloon gets all the way to that tower. He's gonna get 3 hits? No, oh man, just a hair more, a second more half a second more, and he would have been able to probably take out that left tower. Either way, the Dart Goblin does lock on for a couple hits, but here comes the P.E.K.K.A, and I bet the Battle Ram will come to follow, and there it is, guys. It is the P.E.K.K.A Battle Ram that gave us some issues in the first game. Now, you might notice this P.E.K.K.A Bandit Battle Ram Baby Dragon deck from CCGS, the Crown Championship. A little selfish, little selfless promotion, guys. I actually am part of the host team that covers CCGS for the European Round Robin Bracket Tournament every Sunday. So check that out, guys. And the Clash Royale official Twitch and YouTube channel. I have a lot of fun doing that. By the time you're watching this, it might be on to Phase 4, the double elimination bracket, which should also feature decks like these. And while I've been blabbing, check it out. Pomp pulls it off again. It is not another. It is his first 3 crown of the video. Something tells me it won't be his last, guys. So let's move on to the third replay, where we get to take a look at a different type of deck going against. This time, guys, please note that Pompeyo is on the top of your screen, not the bottom. So we're going to go against another very interesting deck that we're seeing a little bit more of now. It's another kind of new deck played by Little Tin Meh. And basically, it's another balloon deck, and it has the Executioner Lumberjack. So this is a fun deck if you guys might want to copy it. I've actually seen this deck a few times via my clanmate, sharing replays against it inside Grand Challenges. More noteworthy, pretty far on in Grand Challenges, 11, 12 wins. So that means the deck must be kind of, maybe gaining popularity in the game, or certainly gaining viability in the game. You can see it has Giant Pump, Night Witch, Balloon in Executioner. That's a really strong deck to go against here. So he's going to try to get his Balloon onto Pomp's tower, and you can see Pomp doesn't have a lot of options. He could have played the Fireball there. Instead, he opts for the Inferno Dragon, probably trying to get a really lucrative counter push there in the left lane. Unfortunately, the Balloon of the opponent there had much more luck than he did in the previous match, and he actually gets that third hit into that tower there. So 666 damage. Uh-oh, number of the beast. I'm kind of worried for Pomp here, guys. Could he be playing the devil? Okay, cringe, Ash, cringe, buddy. Okay, so here comes a minor balloon push. Now, when you're playing this deck, the beauty of it, we haven't even covered half of Pomp's tips. My bad, guys. The beauty of this deck is you have the minor, and the reason you have the minor and the Ice Golem is essentially you have 2 tanks that you can combo with the Dart Goblin, you can combo it with the Inferno Dragon, and of course, you can combo it with your main offensive win condition, the Balloon. So the minor you want to save most of the time. It's not a chip deck. This is not a chip deck, period. It's not a chip deck where you're just going to send in your minor solo. You want to make sure you're getting value out of your minor as a tank for one of your big guns. The Inferno Dragon, the Balloon, or of course the Dart Goblin, your small Gatling gun, okay? So make sure you're very smart about how you're using your minor. Now here comes a big push in the right. Dart Goblin doing some work on defense, along with that Ice Golem to distract. Inferno Dragon played on that Giant, but this is gonna be trouble. Check out the Balloon incoming here, gonna get one hit off against that right tower. So now Pompeyo needs to make some magic happen here, and check this out. It's an Inferno Dragon, Dart Goblin, and Balloon push against that right tower. Balloon makes contact for 1, and again, just doesn't get that second hit off. All he needs to do, though, at this point is play defense. He knows his opponent only has arrows, and he doesn't have time to cycle the arrows. He has no pumps up, only 8 seconds, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, come on, Balloon 2, no Balloon, no, good game. That's one thing about Pompeyo, is he's always a good sport. That's why I really like him personally. I know BM isn't, it doesn't make you the devil, okay? It doesn't make you the 666 devil, right? It's part of the game, Supercell intends for us to BM. That's why it's there. They also give us the option to mute it. So I don't think people are necessarily bad human beings if they BM, but I really love a pro who takes a nice, friendly approach to the game. Always, just saying good game and just being a stand-up sportsman like Pompeyo. That's one of the reasons that Pompeyo is one of my favorite players in the game. So here we go, last match here, going against another Inferno Dragon deck. Now this is an interesting deck that he's going against. Another, it's weird. This last balance change, guys, we've seen such a strange meta shift. I went against Bomber up at 5,200 trophies. I went up against Bomber 3 games in a row. Are you kidding me? We're starting to see some weird card combinations. Who knows where the dust will settle? Either way, Pompeyo making early work of that right tower, going against this Hog, Ice Wiz, Inferno Dragon, Rocket. It's such a weird deck, but hey, obviously the opponent can make it work. He actually has decent cards won in 12 win challenges for sure, so I don't know, it's working for him, but I like seeing these off-meta decks because it keeps you on your toes. Sometimes, actually I got messaged by Corrosive Logic the other day, and he's been getting 12 wins with a giant skeleton deck. Maybe I'll bring that one to you guys soon as well if you guys are interested, but we'll go ahead and hold that for another day. Let's get back to this match here. A good value fireball there, then using the skeletons, rip, only 3 skeletons, not 4, to distract against that Inferno Dragon. And check it out, guys, we are sitting really, really pretty at this point. The King Tower of the opponent is down to 10 HP. All we need is one more big push. Here comes the miner. Here comes, what is he going to send in next? Inferno Dragon. This is, you can see right now, only 6 elixir, and this is one thing that Pompeyo stresses about this deck, guys. You gotta be patient and pick and choose your right spots. It's not necessarily a deck that you're just gonna throw in, you know, a solo balloon. You wanna make sure you have the Ice Golem with the balloon and have arrows ready if you know they have a minion horde. So you wanna make sure you really take advantage of your combinations. Speaking of combinations, here comes a balloon, a miner, and a fireball onto that King Tower, and that is going to do it. Dart Goblin coming in to help, and arrows putting the finishing touch on that tower. Pompeyo just working his magic. Guys, huge thanks to Pompeyo, and congratulations with this deck. I actually have another video coming soon featuring Pompeyo beating pros, other pro players, with this deck. So it works for him. Hopefully it works for you guys. Either way, I had a ton of fun sharing it with you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Huge shout out to my YouTube partner, Bren Chong. Check out his information in the description below. Guys, thank you so much for watching. It means the world to me. It really does. Thank you so much. And as always, take care, guys.